You two, to be fair, you talk at the pace you run. Wild. I'm knackered. I'm knackered.
Listen, I know I can run a 15:35k pretty comfy, so I was like, if I go out at that, no, do you know what I mean?
We've actually got some talent in the studio today.
But as a kid, I was kind of winning the local Gloucester League races and stuff. So it was.
I don't know what to say to you, James. I mean,
yeah, 10k can hurt if you get it wrong.
Well done, bud.
Yeah.
Good luck.
That's your PB of the week.
Dan,
Brad.
good to see you, mate.
And you.
Back again. This is another exciting week for us because we've got another guest.
We do.
This is James, and James, I'm not going to say your surname just in case I butcher it, because that's quite rude, isn't it?
No, yeah. I'll take
It's not
that.
that
It's
bad.
James Vaughan.
There you go.
It is Vaughan.
Yes.
Because it's got an AN at the end.
Yeah, and everyone misses the A. Everyone misses the A.
Yeah, we're close to Vaughan, aren't we?
Yeah, I've heard worse, so don't worry. But yeah, just for clarity, it's Vaughan.
Vaughan.
So there.
James Vaughan. James, you're allowed on the podcast apparently because you are really, really fast.
So I've been told. Yeah, I don't know if really is
Like
the
really,
adjectives.
really fast.
Somewhat fast. Yeah.
And it's a good week for you because we're talking about what essentially is the fastest race in the world, the Valencia
I'd
10K.
say you are one of the fastest local runners. Fact.
Yeah,
If not-
local. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, like
But-
in Worcester, there are not many runners over
Prob-
10k faster than you. I don't know. Like
Probably
we are
not.
talking a couple.
Yeah, maybe.
So
I'm not
is
sure.
this
But
discipline specific or just fast, full stop?
So I'm weird. I do a range of disciplines. I do the track and then the road, and I've kind of only slowly transitioned to the road. So I've spent my last kind of 5-6 years all on the track, and I still do. Like that's kind of my goals over summer.
Power.
So 8:15.
Power.
Building the
Yeah,
power.
on the
Stay,
track.
stay fast.
On
But
the
would you say that's been like part of your success really because you've stayed quick? You haven't moved to marathon or half marathon.
Yeah, no, because you lose your fast twitch like that.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. So
Literally.
I'm like, yeah, keep it whilst I'm young, and then I
Yeah.
can always build on my aerobic base.
Yeah,
So
keep
yeah,
it for longer.
over summer race the 8 and the 15, few 3Ks, and then over winter this time of year, just to avoid getting on the mud, I'll go to the roads.
It's forced to do cross country.
Yeah.
So you do the cross country as well?
I do, yeah, unwillingly.
Does that mean you two race against each other?
We do, yeah, we do. Yeah.
Okay. Is there any stats we want to mention at this point?
I don't know what are we up to at the moment. It's actually quite even.
Yeah, it probably is.
It might be.
It's probably 2 or 3. I don't know.
You might be just winning.
I think so. Yeah. I've had a few bad days, and he's scapped me.
No, he hasn't bad
So,
days. I've just had
So-
better days.
So what you're saying, James, is Dan can only beat you when you're having a bad day.
Yeah, I think I had COVID the last time, and he came past me on the home straight. So
That's not true.
well-
I passed him on the second lap.
maybe.
It's basically I have got the title at the moment, ready for him to take it off
give
me.
it to when's the rescheduled race? Is it
Yeah,
in a few
yeah,
weeks'
that's it.
time? So we'll go again.
Is that getting rescheduled, that most recent one?
I don't know.
Apparently so. 28th of Feb, I've heard.
I reckon
But
it. I don't reckon it will.
Dan's more in the.
He's poo-pooing it.
I don't
Yeah.
reckon it will. I think there's
I won't complain.
there's a
if
lot
it's
of
not
moving.
rescheduled, yeah.
yeah. That's what I mean.
Who wants to
He
run on
won't.
mud for
There's
another
a lot of
year?
moving
Yeah.
parts that I'm unsure it'll happen.
Well, I want to get to know you a bit, if
Cool.
that's okay. So
Yeah.
we are going to build up to all things Valencia, which I
Cool.
know you did, but don't tell anyone what you did yet, because we'll get to that.
Cool.
But I want to learn a bit more about you, because you're 21.
21. Yes.
Wow. That was a long time ago for you, Dan.
Thanks.
How many years ago was that for you? 75?
80, 75.
Jesus.
And so I did try and do a bit of research on you. I've always fascinated, but if I can Google your name, that's
mate.
amazing.
Yeah.
Power
Um,
of, okay, so Brad, go to Power of 10.
Yeah. I've got.
maintenance.
Yeah, that's website's down for a few weeks.
Oh, is it? Oh, God, I was going to say that's the one probably website where you'll find a bit of
that's crazy,
information
isn't it? Yeah.
from.
You're on the
Since I've been running
duathlete thing as well.
Yeah,
that's
I'm on World Triathlon.
Yeah, that's
just
it.
because I've done a few age group races and
Yes.
been around. doing
Dabbles in duathlon.
that. Yeah, when it suits. Yeah. No.
So working back then from being kind of one of the fastest young athletes in Worcester, how does that start? Where did it all start?
Oh, good question.
So dad is also...
Dad's, yeah, so that's
Yeah.
probably where it does start. Both my mum and dad were runners. My mum at a higher level, so my mum's been English. Yeah, you know,
did not know this.
my
This
mum's.
is cool. I didn't know,
You know what?
this.
Yeah.
Google AI did not tell me that.
No, to be honest,
Is that where talent
that's
comes from?
Yeah, and it was probably before the internet, so that's probably why we've got a lot of.
Mum's
a lot of
caught an
news-
age stray
yeah,
there,
Let's
yeah.
hope she doesn't.
Say that. She's probably not that
Except
much
she-
older than me.
What?
Ooh, yeah, no, not.
I am definitely closer to your mum than you.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
No, considerably. Yeah,
Wow.
no, definitely. But yeah, that's where it started. So we've got a few newspaper articles from when she was. But yeah, she was like kind of ranked second and third in the country for the 8 and the 15.
way.
Yeah, I only just
what an accolade that
mate,
is.
we got the wrong Vaughan on the podcast.
Yeah, maybe
Is she available to switch?
Yeah, take my stuff now. Yeah, so mum did it, dad did it more kind of consistently. He's done about 25 London marathons.
25?
Yeah.
Does he know somebody that works there?
He's obviously a lucky guy, yeah. Should probably put in the lottery, but maybe that's why his hips are kind of a bit fragile today. So mum and dad did it growing up and then all the way through. So when I was kind of born, I was going to these as a child, going to these races to watch like the Samwell Aquathlon and what like that. Yeah, all the local park runs just kind of get me out of the house, and then I was kind of forced to be there.
Yeah,
and
don't do anything else.
As you do, if I'm there, I may as well start kind of racing, just because I was also an active kid. I always had a ball by my feet and stuff. Played a lot of football growing up, so I was like, oh, I'll get involved.
Were you any good?
I was, yeah. I was all right. I played locally for kind of all the teams locally, and then I went to Bristol Rovers for a bit.
No way.
Yeah. So I played Bristol Rovers.
Ex-pro, ex-academy player.
Yeah, didn't sign my first contract actually. I bottled it on the final trial day. I was a kid. I was about 8 years old, and I had 2 cold hands. So I went and sat in the car. I'm not joking.
That's
that
what I'd have been
to me this day. Yeah, so
these are very much indoor hands, James.
That's so you'll always see me in races. That's a fun fact. I'll be wearing a vest because I'll be fine, but I'll always be wearing gloves.
Oh, cardinal sin.
I'm afraid so. It's just
it's a little bit of flair. If you had it's normally like a number 9 or something.
Ronaldo back in his day. What's really with it?
Yeah. It's obviously the flair runner.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the real Ronaldo or R9?
Both probably.
R7, R9.
R9 is Brazilian.
The R9. The real Ronaldo is R9.
I think they're both real.
Yeah, they're both done quite well for themselves.
To me, the real Ronaldo is the one with Brazilian one.
That wedge haircut.
Yeah, the funny. Yeah, you've seen that one. But CR7's more my era. So
yeah, and
more iconic.
Clearly,
and yours.
I think it's the better Ronaldo, but nah, I'm joking.
Save that for another day.
I take it back. Yes, different
podcast. We'll leave that to.
So, how old were you? So, when you started, kind of.
So probably like kind of 5-6 years old. Started competing at like the very TriStar is the kind of very.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. And like don't get me wrong, it wasn't far. Like I think I can remember the aquathlons were about a 50-meter swim and then a K run. Do you know what I mean? So like more so as like a child-minding service. The adults were racing, you were just there like doing a kind of a token gesture race. It is, isn't it? Yeah. It gives you an excuse to bring the kids along and whatnot. So did that for all my did that kind of 6-7 years old, and then from there just increased the age groups, started getting a bit better, a bit faster because I started training, so you get that kind of exponential.
There's got to be a little bit of kind of just raw talent in there.
Yeah, definitely. I think raw a bit, as I said, probably from my mum, as much as my dad will hate to hear it. My dad probably got me into the sport from a standpoint of actually going to the races, but in terms of my ability, I usually put it down to my mum because she was pretty good, and that kind of talent doesn't.
I think when you're younger, I think it is a bit of it has to be genetics.
Oh, of course, and don't get me wrong, you can obviously train yourself to a certain level, but as a kid, to be like kind of a good junior, like I was kind of winning the local Gloucester League races and stuff. Wasn't really training seriously then, so it is kind of who's got
just playing footy or something,
the best genes, exactly at that point, and then from there training kicks in, which is maybe why I fell off a cliff a bit.
I don't know if I've ever.
Everyone else does more.
When you start to work and his ability's no longer in it, I started to kind of.
I don't know if I've ever struggled to relate to somebody more in my life. I genuinely don't know what I was doing at 6 years old, but it was probably eating a Kit Kat, and you're like a full size one. You're not supposed to, like the forefinger. And this guy's doing this. I did look at some of the most recent races that you've been involved with. So I think this is correct. So correct me if I'm wrong. But there's the 4 most recent duathlon races.
Remind me.
On the only website that had any stats on you this week.
Okay, cool.
You podiumed on all of them.
Yes.
Are these international ones? Because that's what might be on there, or just did they have the names?
Are these because
they are international?
Yeah. So I've
age group.
I've all the age group stuff I've podiumed. I haven't been to. I've only probably done about seven races, but I haven't not been on the podium at that level, which is good. But like it's it's age group stuff, so it's kind of at the level now where you're trying
Don't
to make
poo-poo it.
No,
but I know what you mean.
Dan celebrates the age group moments still.
Hey, you've got to, yeah. And I might not make the jump up to the elite, so who knows? I might just have to keep going back for the age groups, yeah.
But yes, you are right. It's a stepping stone.
It is, of course, yeah, absolutely. And like this is the age group now where they have the under 23s that kind of jump in with the seniors, and it is quite a big jump up. Like you're racing with some of the fastest lads in the world. Like Alex Yee did this. I remember I raced in a Viles one year, and Alex Yee was in the elite race, and I was in the 16 to 20 age group that was maybe a few hours later in the day. There's both sprint duathlon, and that's just the levels to it. Like obviously he won on that day, but like the serious levels to it is a stepping stone. So
I'd have been starstruck, I think. But you said you raced against Alex.
Yeah, I mean he
was obviously well in front of you.
The thing is, he's raced for so long.
Oh yeah, he's been on the scene.
So many people
since a junior. Yeah, of
cross
course,
country races. And
he's come past me on a road relays leg actually.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
That was the same story.
Yeah, probably the same day.
Yeah.
I think we were stood together. Just looking.
It's this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, but he just like it's the scene. It's kind of and you've been in it for so long.
Of course.
At 21 though, that's unreal. How much experience it seems like you got.
Oh yeah, I mean it's helpful. It's helpful, isn't it?
Unreal.
But,
goes a long way.
It does for sure. Like you just get so engrossed in it because it's quite not a niche, but like we all know everyone, don't we?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, because
you feel like it is big. You know, there's a lot of people who do it.
Of course.
But at the same time, it's not.
But I mean, yeah. So if we do one of the qualifiers, I could probably tell you 6 names that will be in the top 10. Do you know what I mean? So they're all kind of the similar people.
Yeah, like we're both going to Abu Dhabi at the end of the year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we are actually.
So like
same race.
Well,
you're doing the standard, aren't you?
I'm doing a slightly longer one. He's doing a short one.
So that's the.
So then you see the same faces, and it's
Honestly,
good.
Yeah, it is. No, good community. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a circuit of people, you understand.
Yes, exactly.
I did see a PB of yours.
Okay.
I just want to make sure it's correct.
Yes, go on.
So you know your 1500 meter PB?
Yes, I do. 3:49.
It's fast, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's
I was like, just rub your eyes and look at the screen.
Yeah.
If I told you,
it was quick.
My 1K is like 3:30. I think the best I've ever done on Strava.
Still, because I always equate it just to a mile, and you're like a mile is a really nice little benchmark, isn't it? So 1500 is so close to a mile. It's basically like a sub 4 minute mile.
That's
close.
Yeah,
very.
Close.
I mean,
that's what I'm gonna give it a crack. I think this year. Yeah,
there you go.
The sub 4 minute mile. So
because that'd be just off that, wouldn't it? Unless you turned into Usain Bolt at the end.
It turns into like 3:42.8's the equivalent for it because it's obviously 1,609 meters.
Yeah.
So and if you were to race a mile, you'd have to start 9 meters back from the start line.
Yeah.
All these races.
Got it.
They've worked out it's about 3:42.8 is the cut-off, assuming you're doing a consistent pace for the
you don't
final,
just blow up in the last.
You don't blow up, or you don't suddenly run a 12-second final 100.
Yeah.
So,
which is fine for most people. Just letting all our listeners know that's totally fine.
You can all run 12-second 100.
That is hilarious, honestly. But I just thought I'd double check.
But this is what I mean about like realistically, and this is not poo-pooing on your 10K time.
My 10K time,
but it's not equivalent.
Nothing compared to the track. Yeah, so it's
a good segue because obviously we're going to talk about the Valencia 10 and why it's so,
historic
and classic,
it's the place to be,
and it's full of the best. Essentially, you took part.
I did.
Take us through a little bit of how it was and the time and how you felt, that kind of stuff.
So So for anybody that doesn't know, obviously annually it's usually the second week of Jan, so just after the Christmas period, which is a bit of a
weird one.
It is. But I guess the elite ends aren't probably stuffing the face with mince pies like I probably was. So there's a bit of a level.
Yeah, you were quite poorly like a month before.
I was. That was the race that Dan's claimed that I didn't have COVID. So I was ill. Dan beat me at a cross race, and then I had a blood test on the Tuesday after just to clarify why Dan beat me. And he said, you shouldn't be running.
The only thing they could find was sand from sandbagging the race that
That's a good one.
I sense a bit of competition, lads.
Look, we'll wait and see. Yeah. What's your 10K PB?
29 minutes.
Let's
nice, wasn't it?
We'll do. I think we should do it in a minute, like top Trump style. We'll go through PBs. No, please do. That'd be good.
Only because I'll just put marathon in there and it's done one.
But it'll cross over.
Out, and then I'll put my 800 time in, and we'll try and equate it points.
We'll do points per points. Okay, but you did Valencia.
So did Valencia. It went quite well. I PB'd again. You've probably known me after a race. I'm always sulking somewhat on. I always want to run a little bit quicker, as you do. But I didn't really know what to expect coming in. As you said, I've been ill kind of, what was it, about
it's like a free hit, wasn't it?
4 weeks, yeah. And we had the flights out there. I went out with my dad and brother. So
day before, wasn't it?
Yeah, we flew out. I'd work on the Friday till 7 p.m. Jumped in the car straight down to Stansted. Stayed in the airport hotel, flew the next morning. We got into Valencia at about 2 o'clock, straight to the expo. Yeah, just in time, made the cut-off, check into the hotel. It was pretty chaotic, and my legs felt shot.
I was going to say, I would feel terrible doing that.
So that's what I went and did a shakeout, and I thought, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Don't feel great. I'm here. I've got the chance, as you said, one of the fastest 10Ks in the world.
The best one to do, isn't it?
It is, of course, yeah. There's nowhere, and you have the sun. Like, it was dead still, the weather. Pan-flat course, which we'll probably get onto, but and just as I said, I went off a bit conservative, which is, I'll tell you my 5K splits in a minute, and you'll be pleased, because usually it's the other way, isn't it? I'm kind of out like a
just goes out too hot.
Yeah. So you don't do a negative. He's missed a negative split, you see. So you're kind of the opposite.
So I negative split at Valencia.
No way.
Yeah, I went.
And he PB'd.
I PB. Yeah, I was going to say there's a bit of a coincidence there. So yeah, I ran 30:48 at Valencia. I ran 15:32, 15:33 through halfway.
Nice.
And closed in a 15:15 5K.
That's good, isn't it?
So it was good. Yeah, no, it was.
I don't know what to say to you, James. I mean,
yeah, but
I just sat here
but
going,
I don't usually negative split. So. And it was more of a case I've been ill.
Yeah, it's like
flew out the day before. I was like, look, if I know I can run a 15:35K pretty comfy. So I was like, if I go out at that, do you know what I mean?
Everyone's got there. He can.
No, like in terms
of it's pretty easy. I get it, mate.
No, well, from a confidence standpoint, I know that if I run at 15:30, I'll feel somewhat good, and then from there I'll just full send it. As opposed to, I probably could have. I think I can probably. If I was to hammer it, I think I could probably run about 14:30, 14:35 right now. That's just me taking a stab. So I could probably have run 14:50 to that first gate. And in years before, I've done Valencia before, and I've gone through in about, I think I went through in 15:12 one year and came home in 31:05. So it was quite a big negative split. Point being, I took kind of a sensible approach.
Yeah. From experience?
Yeah, from experience. And as Dan said, I was a bit ill, so I was like, I don't want to go out there. 10K can hurt if you get it wrong. Because that's kind of my top end distance at the minute. So
yeah,
if you can imagine, I'm used to running for 3 minutes and 49 seconds.
Which sounds delicious,
yeah,
actually.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And I was thinking that halfway round, God, I wish I was on a track.
Yeah.
3 1/4.
I'd be in the coffee shop by now.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was good. So yeah,
That's a PB, is it?
Yes, it is. It's about I think I ran 31:07 the year before. So what was that? About 20-second PB.
That's a big PB, mate.
It is, yeah, it is.
For someone who doesn't train for 10K.
No, that's
and
what I
was
mean.
Poorly.
Yeah,
and flew out the day before.
That's wild. I need a week out there.
So I'm pleased with it. Don't get me wrong, but you think about all those things, and I kind of think, what could I have run?
If I actually am fit and do a negative split, how fast?
Yeah, and do you know what I mean? Like in my head, it's like if I'd have set off if I'd have gone out with 15 flat pace, maybe I wouldn't have been able to close. But what could I have still closed in the 15:15 and then run 30:50? Do you know what I mean? And it's all hindsight. And on another day, I could have closed in a 16 flat because I've been knackered and I don't know.
Does it vary that much? I'm always curious because I definitely feel like there are days where I turn up and I think I'm full of it today, it's going to go down, and then other days where I think, what happened to my legs? And do you feel like that happens to you guys? You just consistent on
not to me because I'm like
the same.
You know
your
body
day.
quite well, don't you?
Yeah, I know my body well, so like, I just know
you're always like. I know that if Dan comes past me in a race, I'm probably somewhere like around 25th in terms of a cross country race, because you always finish somewhere between 20th and 30th. Do you know what I mean? Like whereas I think I've come 11th in a race, but I've also come 35th.
But is that
40th.
youth? Is that youth a little bit like where you?
Do you know what I mean? Probably lack of experience. I've ran 10K like 2 or 3 times in my life.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, for me, it's still kind of an unexplored distance.
Well, I just know that every record that's ever really been broken has been a negative split.
Yeah,
because your body, if you just build build lactate too soon, your body says we can't get rid of this. You get to a point, your body uses it as a fuel.
It does
at a certain point.
Yeah,
and if you can't cycle it and use it, and it basically just you're pouring too much into the system, it just says, yeah, see you later. We're not doing this now.
Yeah,
sorry, we're checking out.
We've all felt it, haven't we?
Yeah.
Whereas like human instinct is to like kind of do what you can and try
and hold on. Of course.
Absolutely. Because you've probably done it yourselves in 10. You've gone through 5k, you think, oh bloody hell, I feel good. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then by 7th k, you're thinking, shit. Yeah,
we just get.
I've had it at Telford. When I debuted at Telford, that one year was it?
I think it was the year I was there. Maybe.
Yeah, you were there. I remember catching you after, and it still went well. But like in my head, I wanted to run 30-30.
I mean, it happens in Telford, like the Telford 10k. Literally, there's people on the side. It's like Beirut.
Oh, it is.
It's
isn't it? Yeah, people crawling. Yeah.
People have just gone out with the masses.
Well, it's a bit of a downhill start anyway, but everyone gets carried away because you should feel good at a k.
You feel fresh
into a 10k. Yeah, you're probably tapered as well because it's quite a big race. So you get to 2-3k, you should feel good. If you don't, then either you're ill, not your day, or something's gone wrong because you should get to 3k in a race and feel good when it's a 10k.
But this applies to everybody.
Oh, of course,
isn't it? It's not just quick people. Yeah, it's relative. Just everybody. Yeah, it's just relative to you. Yeah. Like cross country, classically, there's a lot of university kids in the lead that we have. Yeah, honestly, they go out so fast. Yeah, and you just, I say to the guys, just like watch all the uni kids, hold back. And you'll just pass them.
I am one of those uni kids.
And it's experience.
Which is, I'm at university, and it's so I can use that as an excuse for another few years.
You see them go, and you're like, they're almost a k away on like 4k, 5k, 6k, and then you just start closing in, and they're almost walking. Yeah. It's like whoa, but their body literally
is now full.
If the coaches just explain to them what's actually happening, and maybe just did a couple of little time trials and said, okay, we're going to do 2k today, but the first k I want you to go out at like the fastest you've ever gone and see what happens in the second k. This is the same as what will happen in a race, but you're just doing it's just slightly longer.
I've got a good question then for our listeners. So how do you ascertain the correct pace? Because you're at the beginning, right? It's all free. There's no lactate. You're fresh. Yep. How on earth do you measure that pace at the start?
Feel, I guess. Yeah. Experience, training.
But if you put a good block together, you've got kind of a rough idea, like
what that pace is.
Yeah, exactly. So,
what numbers are telling you what that pace is?
Well, like heart rate.
I've started taking lactate. We've just said off air. We've got we've both been. Well, you use lactate for quite a while, haven't you? And I've had a few tests done and. Kind of physiology profiles built whilst being at university, but I've recently got a lactate meter, so the last kind of 2 or 3 weeks leading into Telford, I was
off a really nice guy
going shout out we should.
I don't even know what's his name.
I don't know, but it's lactate training AI.
Lactate training AI.
Yeah.
The fact you don't know his name is poor.
No,
I feel like I asked him his name and I don't think he.
I think he's just like it's his brand, isn't it? Lactate training AI. So we'll have to
there's
shout him out. Yeah,
there's a plug.
Hell of a bloke.
We'll tag him in it.
Good runner as well himself. So kudos. But so anyway, back to story. So I've been using this device that obviously essentially measures your blood lactate. So I kind of got a good value of coupling that with feel, heart rate, and obviously what my kind of blood lactate was showing to build a picture of what I thought. And I went in thinking that 305s was achievable. And funnily enough, I averaged 304. So it was there or thereabouts, and that was the issue.
Because you'll have done them multiple times in training, produced, I don't know what, 3 or 4 millimoles or something?
3 point, So it's like, kind of...
what your body can sustain for it. Like, it's only a snapshot, but realistically, if you do it enough times and produce the same number, it's a great indicator to what you can
I think it's confidence as well. Like, you start hitting these, that I could go and just 3-minute Ks, and then all of a sudden my lactate's getting a bit low. So, oh God, I'm getting faster. Getting a bit fitter and stuff. And then...
but you don't have to do that.
Of course.
We do something similar with heart rate, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Is there where are you in? So when you measure this lactate, where is the heart rate at this point? Is there a consistent base of it? So do you know the number?
Yeah. So I usually go for my LT1's about. It varies with bike and run. I don't know. You probably know there's quite a big discrepancy, but run wise, for the sake of the podcast, LT2. So my second lactate turn point, I'm usually about 172. So that's, I don't know what percentage of VO.
That's so funny. That's where I feel like mine is.
Yeah,
we've not done tests.
It's like that's just bottom of zone 4.
Yeah. So
that sort of thing. Yeah.
And I'd be about 158 maybe.
Yeah. What was your heart rate average for the race?
Oh, good question. I want to say 184, which is quite low for me.
But then that's also why heart rate isn't a great indicator for a 10k.
Well, funny enough, I averaged 193 at Worcester 10k. Yeah,
but it's young. When you're
Admittedly,
younger,
I think
when
it's
you're younger,
higher,
you get
yeah,
that.
of course.
Yeah.
But I think I was ill at that point, which I don't know how I was able to.
There's a theme here.
Illness does push it up, by the way.
Yeah, it does,
Freshers
yeah,
flu
it
or
does,
something
yeah.
going around.
Freshers.
That's my excuse. Yeah.
Distant memory.
Freshers. The fact you can still go out and pump these numbers out in the conditions that you're talking about is absolutely insane, by the way.
Yeah.
So.
No,
Freshers.
Absolutely insane.
But yeah, but that's why in the race you can't look at
Oh
you
no,
can use
I don't know. I don't. Yeah,
but for shorter races, I'd say 10k is the end of being able to use heart rate as a measure in a race. If that makes sense. Half, do it. Marathon, do it. But the
10k
way,
you don't.
but the way people are racing halves at the moment, it's like gone.
It's like a 10k for some people.
Yeah, literally.
61 minutes, 59
It's
minutes.
ridiculous,
Absolutely
isn't it?
wild
Yeah.
numbers. Yeah.
But like, it's almost like the faster you go, the easier it is just to go quicker.
Well, the thing is, if they say like a lot of the time they say as basic rule of thumb, your LT2 is maybe the distance you can hold for. Sorry, the pace you can hold for an hour.
Your threshold pace.
And these guys that are running 59 minutes, they're spot on.
Yeah.
Right, they know a threshold pace.
Literally, like a true FTP on the bike.
Yeah, exactly.
An hour.
They're just hammering it for.
I suppose that's
Do you know what I mean?
When it's an hour, it makes it
whereas
so easy.
Whereas we all have to equate it to, because we all obviously
Can't do an hour.
59 minutes, unfortunately. Yeah, not yet. So we all have to.
I thought, put you two in one group and put me in another one.
No, I think we're all
Everyone's the
far
same.
enough away
Everyone's
from
the
the
same,
59.
But this is, I know we're
marathons.
talking speed, but all these things equate to anyone who runs.
Oh, of course,
You know what I mean?
that's what I mean.
It's just
So it's
relative.
all relative to your own profiles
Case by
and whatnot.
case,
But,
just case by case. to
yeah.
Different people. Like, you don't have to be a superstar to use a lactate monitor.
No.
It's just an investment.
Yeah, of course, yeah. If you want to get,
Yeah, you don't even need to understand the numbers.
no, of course, no.
No,
Like, it's just a number.
Pay Dan to,
Pay me
yeah,
to
pay Dan to
analyse
interpret
them
them. Yeah,
this is
just
what
make them
happens
himself.
every episode. Dan finds a way to promote himself in his
Yeah,
services.
yeah.
Absolutely not.
I'm just going to pause for a commercial here while Dan introduces his coaching app.
AI coaching, but
Amazing. I'm going to segue nicely into some of the bits, the actual race then, if that's all right.
Yeah, let's go for it.
So I suppose it's probably the most popular, and I think you prefaced that by saying because it's that pan flat course.
Oh yeah.
So it's like a PB mountain, isn't it? It's kind of
yeah, you can't get
every year there's a new record or PB.
yeah.
Yes.
Just to talk.
Yeah.
I do know the guy who obviously broke the record. He didn't negative split the race.
No, he didn't. So you're saying
But it wasn't. But it wasn't. It was basically the same pace.
But
Just held it
he
all the way
wanted
through.
to.
There was seconds in it.
He wanted to.
He wanted to go faster.
Yeah. Funny enough,
Yeah.
I
Because
said
it
I
was
speaking to him.
it was 13:13 for the first.
Yeah, so they thought he was on
5K.
for world record pace,
Yes,
which
that's
is
it. Yeah, that's
so
what he was
wanted to
trying.
go for it.
So basically-
yeah, he wanted to just full send it, and
He failed, but didn't.
well, he took the lead at 3k himself.
Yeah.
He was hoping he'd get towed around and then close, and he's
But there's no one there.
Yeah,
It's too
that's
quick.
the issue when you're the fastest.
What was his second half then? It was 13:13. Then what?
Well, he finished 26:45, so
Yeah,
13:30, so about 15 seconds.
okay.
Which
yeah.
is not much
It's
of a.
not. No, it's probably one of the only times where somebody has
Won it and not
positive.
negative.
Yeah,
But like
the
you said,
second
he
half
was
of
on his
Valencia is quicker than the first half
Ah, okay.
because there's a hill. There's kind of one. You have to run over a bridge.
Slight.
Yeah, you have to run over a bridge. In
Hey, that would
Valencia.
kill me.
Hey, it killed me the first
I'll
year.
go from zone 2 to zone 4 real quick,
Yeah,
all right?
and the rest, yeah.
There's a picture of his Koros watch going around. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. Well, he actually took it.
Oh,
I was, funny enough, I was at the airport, I say with him. He was sat 3 seats down from me
Oh, wow.
in the airport.
Nice.
And I could
Was
see
he like
his
this?
chorus on
Was
his
he like
arm.
this?
Yeah, no, he's, yeah.
Well, there's all of his predictions are on it
Yeah.
now. So his 5K, it says 12:58.
He's ran 12:46.
Okay.
for clarity,
Well,
so-
the thing is, but do you know what his marathon prediction was?
Yeah,
1:59.
1:59.50.
Yeah, crazy. Go
He's
and do
like,
it. Let's see it.
Marathon debut. Let's
Yeah.
go.
It was
It's probably not. Yeah,
He's not that stupid though. Doesn't really equate.
He's I don't know if he's a really clever man actually.
Is he?
Yeah, he's like a data engineer.
No way.
Yeah. So don't quote me on that. But he's
Yeah,
I've heard
he's
podcasts
smart.
and he's I've heard him on podcasts himself. Actually.
Quite a smart
So
guy.
if you want to get him on next, so.
If,
we'll put in a
got-
good
Andreas, if you're
pipeline.
free, come
Yeah,
on down.
you can-
We've got a space here for you.
But yeah, so he's really scientific and stuff. Like obviously he does double threshold. You probably know and
Classic
stuff.
all the time.
A lot on the bike as well. So I'm not saying he'll run
He's-
1:59, but I don't.
To put it into perspective and a little bit of a depressive is It's taken him a year to knock 11 seconds off.
Yeah.
I've actually got there's a quiz coming up later, guys.
Okay,
so I'm going to talk you through all of that.
Won't hate on that.
This podcast is brought to you by A1 Physique. Now, all throughout these episodes, you'll hear Coach Dan and myself talk about the importance of recovery for your training. Nothing better than collagen for instant recovery from really intense workouts. Ligaments, tendons need repair. And by encompassing this in a morning daily coffee, it becomes the easiest supplement to add into your daily routine. Available from our website, free shipping, and each cup is giving you 21 grams of that nourishing collagen protein coffee, perfect for athlete recovery, and endorsed by Coach Dan himself. So, as I've sort of alluded to, there's been many records that sort of fell again at Valencia this year. Do you know how many in total?
Oh, I'm going to go... Well, I know 2 for definite. I'm going to go 4.
I know there was more. I think there might have been 6. I saw it because they all actually have banners. So we
do.
saw,
Okay.
yeah. So we saw you actually when you finish, you walk back past the elite area. So we saw like Elish McColgan with a new European record.
That's
We
it,
saw, Andreas with his board.
Yeah.
I saw a Spanish record.
Spanish female,
Spanish male as well.
Oh God!
I know a guy called Vinny Magnusson ran the Icelandic. Butchie ran the Scottish records.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Wiggy equaled the British records.
Is that his own record, wasn't it?
No, it was Rory Leonard's records.
This
Controversial.
feels like, you get those questions on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire,
Yeah.
and then one of them like smart
Alex.
Just
Yeah,
knows
this is
everything.
the only topic I'll have.
it can't be
Yeah,
this, it
ask,
can't
ask me anything.
He was
else.
there, mate. They
Oh,
couldn't
yeah,
see him.
yeah.
It's very different.
So I'm gonna blow your minds.
Okay.
There were
12.
19,
19 records.
14 for men and 5 women.
That's crazy.
Ridiculous.
Absolutely
It's
insane.
ridiculous.
And obviously the top of the bill was Andreas Almgren, as you know. So
Yeah.
26:45, beat his own record by 8 seconds.
8 seconds.
26:53.
Yeah, for
Unreal.
8 seconds.
And then Elish McColgan, as you know, did the European women's 10k record, 30:08.
Yeah.
Which I don't think's got nowhere near as much exposure.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a couple of things on that. So you might not know this, but we did a podcast a few weeks ago, which was on Battle of the Sexes.
Okay.
So that tennis match.
Yeah.
And one of the things that came up was they basically rearranged the court and made it smaller for the woman
Yes, I've seen.
by
yes.
9%, because there was some numbers basically
Yeah,
that
they-
women move
some
9%
math.
slower.
Okay.
And that is more than 9%.
I was going to say that. Yeah, it's way
So
more than
I've actually
9%.
calculated it. Do you have a guess? It's not a part of the quiz, but so 26:45 to 30:08 is
16?
12.6%.
12.6,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's more than that 9%. So I was a little bit surprised that, and that's no slight at the women, by the way, but how much of a gap there is. What do you think
Yeah.
is playing a part there? Because if you look at all the other distances, we've had some commenters on our YouTube videos.
Because that's a European record, isn't
Yeah,
it?
if you look at the
The world record.
Well, these are
that might
both
be
European
less.
records. That's
But what
mean.
I mean
Yeah,
is,
no, but-
so Andreas is much closer to the world record
Yeah.
in men compared to what Elish is to
the women's.
I think Agnes.
Is it 28 minutes?
28 they ran at
Yeah.
Valencia. 28,
So,
50 something.
but the men's world record is
It's only
seconds away.
Yeah, exactly. It's only about
Whereas
15 seconds.
Yeah,
So
so
the
it's-
male Europeans are a lot closer to the
Yeah.
kind of
The
East
world.
Africans and
Yeah.
that kind of
but the
range.
females
It's a bigger
aren't
gap.
close. So
Yeah.
the African Kenyan women
Yeah.
are much faster than the European women.
Yeah.
So it's more of a case of that. I
It's,
guess
you can't really compare it in
No.
that regard, can you? 'Cause
It's
there
probably
is-
down to the amount of runners. Maybe.
Probably, yeah, maybe.
the quality
yeah.
of runners, maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it's
fair.
well,
I thought I had some like bombshell stats.
I mean, it is.
taken
Yeah,
through
it
that.
is.
No,
It is. It is
yeah,
a big.
yeah,
Yeah, it's a big stat. It's a big stat. Well done, bud.
Yeah.
Good work.
That's your PB of the week.
I'm going to go home now.
Yeah.
You actually said something to me earlier as well, which I thought was really interesting. So, obviously, as you know, Andres has broken his own record.
Yes.
To go and do that again, which I think is really tough. But he led from quite early.
Yeah,
I had it
3K
down as
and-
4K, but you say 3.
Yeah, give or take.
Somewhere
yeah,
in that
somewhere
bracket.
between the 3 and 4K marker, he took the front.
Yeah, and as somebody who was, clearly
He
raced.
had paces as well.
Yeah, but they
Did
dropped
he?
out at 3K. That was the issue. So the Pacers
yeah.
dropped out at 3K. So
Why?
I was tired.
I don't know.
I watched it on.
Do you not have more?
Their paycheck.
I actually
their
watched
paycheck
it on
was
the
probably
turbo
to
the other
3K,
day.
wasn't it?
So the funny thing is, you put a race on the turbo, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll be fine."
Yeah.
And obviously, it's only 26 minutes of watching. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, I've got to find something else now.
That's crazy. Yeah, ridiculous. You watch a 10K. And it's,
But as I was going to say is basically, as somebody who's clearly led races, won races.
Oh, thanks, Brad.
yeah, I'll take it from here, Dan.
Yeah. Yeah. We've actually got some talent in the studio today. What's that like when you're trying to push yourself, trying to beat your own records, and there's nobody to push you?
Yeah, it's
it
tough,
tough?
isn't it? It's tougher when it gets to K7, K8, where you're starting to fatigue. Because as we alluded to before, at 3K he's feeling
Fresh.
$1 million. Do you know what I mean? So whether it's the difference between him running at whatever 2:38 pace or whatever he was running on his own compared to it in a group, it's probably not too much. But it's when you kind of get to 7-8K and then you kind of starting to fatigue naturally as you do. You need that kind of the body to lock into in front of you.
Yeah.
You kind of just want to follow someone's toes and heels in that regard.
Dan said many times that, you would do better at a park run than you would just looping around on your own.
Of course.
He said to me personally.
Yeah. You just switch off, don't you? Do you know what I mean? You get to 3K without looking at your watch, whereas I bet if you did it on your own, you're probably looking at your pace, looking at this. Yeah, that's what I mean. We're all guilty of 3. Yeah, that's what I mean. So
happens every time.
It's a lot harder.
Like when you're winning a race as well, there is something that's, he's trying to win a race, but as soon as he's won, the thing is for him is he kind of probably always knew he was going to win.
Yeah,
he was right at the front.
Yeah,
right in the middle.
so he always knew that,
and
that wasn't why he was there.
So but I think he would have traded off running a little, I don't know,
faster for losing.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Because
it was him, and then the next European was way back. He is obviously just a freak of nature. So in his head, he thought if he ran this quick, he would probably naturally win it anyway. But he, as you said, he'd have probably traded off running maybe a 26.
So the win isn't really
you don't go to the. It's cool because you've won a race, you know what I mean, and he's got a good paycheck with that, but it's probably not.
I would be dining out on that for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
my family would be sick of me.
Yeah,
I'd be not invited to any more parties.
Yeah, I'd get disowned. Probably.
That's it. Yeah, Christmas cards would stop.
Wearing it round your neck.
Yeah, no tattoo. 26. What was it 45? Yeah, across my head. So, did you see how much McColgan beat the previous record by?
No.
Yes. What, the European record or British record?
European record.
So European record, it was only just so that a Belgian girl took it off her.
Like a week ago.
Yeah, a week ago. And I think what did McColgan run?
08.
I think it was 30:10 or 30:11.
09.
09.
1 second.
Yeah, just took it.
Did you hear about her watch?
Oh, no.
So the chip time was 3:08.
Yes.
But the gun time was 3:08, so it's always gun time. You can't break a record off chip time.
Yeah.
But her chip time was 3:05.
3:05.
And she said, I need to get to the front next time.
Right.
Because she wasn't at the front.
Similar thing happened with the male Joe Wigfield who equaled the equaled the British record.
Yeah.
He wasn't actually on the elite start line. He was on the sub-elite start line, which is on the right-hand side of the road.
Okay.
Which is an extra 4 meters. Come back. Yeah, so there's all these talks about...
This is mad. These margins.
Oh, it is, yeah. But that's what I mean, 4 meters is probably a second, just like that.
Yeah,
he's
easy.
got his...
For people like me, it doesn't matter. But for these, at the finest,
for me, it doesn't matter.
The tightest margins, it matters, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's money. It's money for
it is,
living, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I was looking at previous races this week as I was kind of building up to this show, and I think it was 2024 was an absolute carnage on the start line.
Oh, yeah, we were there that year.
It was like a stampede.
Yeah, but that's why they've changed everything.
So police have gone heavily down now because all the year, like the amateurs, the joggers, the people in my pen were like pushing through to the elite start line. Because so you have the elite start line, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Unfair, really.
It is, yeah. But as everybody does in a race, you know what I mean? On your marks, everybody's pushing, and get it.
So they had
I just stay back.
I think they had 16,000 at the race, and they had 16 pens. 16 different pens.
I just was about to say it's a logistical nightmare because there were 16 different starts. I think the first 8, there's 2 sides, and then it just all goes on one side.
Yeah.
Just absolutely insane.
That is crazy.
I am curious why you can't have a record on chip time though, because that is.
Yeah, it's gun time. I don't
Why?
know.
I don't know how it works.
That's weird, right?
Yeah, it is.
Because not everybody can logistically be stood in the same place. So the only fair measure is...
But I think that the idea being that you're at that level, like you're going to be on the front.
Can you cheat a chip time?
Can you? How?
Probably somehow, isn't there?
How?
I don't know. But you could.
Well, because you're only counting the chip at the other end then.
Could you take your chip off and throw it over the line?
But that would they're still counting that chip, aren't they? The chip cross is the finish.
Yeah, but if you chucked your chip in front,
but that doesn't change the start. 'Cause the gun start, does that make sense? Like if you're...
Yeah, but what I'm saying is if you were like
finishing, like you're 10 meters from the end.
And you threw your chip.
But that still would happen in
yeah,
gun time.
of course, yeah, because it's your chip. Your chip. So
It's
No,
the
because
finish.
gun time is
There's no gun at the end.
Nah,
it's the clock.
What, so a
gun time is the
manual
clock.
guy is just writing it all
I
down?
guess so, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, obviously not for the winner.
Can someone do a student's inquiry on Dan and just prove him wrong in the comments?
I'm not. I didn't want to embarrass someone there, but that's wrong. You are correct, Brad.
Why is that wrong?
It's the chip time. So gun time goes, and then that starts your chip.
Yeah.
And then it's when you cross the
Yeah, but you might not
you-
cross the line. The chip would cross the line first, is what I'm saying.
But that has no effect if you only go
If
on.
that was the
gun
case,
time.
No,
it?
but then, like, if you're in the masses and you've, like, ran really fast, you've ran things...
He's not getting us, is he?
No, he's not.
Should we move on?
Yeah.
If you
I
run
just
over...
like
the-
having
we're
backup.
on the same. No, we
Yeah.
are.
if you run over the line...
Point being, your gun
Dan-
time still stops when your chip crosses the line.
And you're going to dig your heels in
yeah.
there.
No, because you could cross the line later on, is what I'm saying. So you wouldn't have the gun time, because the gun time is when the very first person goes. You could start 5 minutes back.
Yes, yeah. So that's
then
the
you
difference.
Could, and then you
for
could put the
starting,
chip...
but finishing it.
Then
is
you could
still-
put the chip in the car.
For the sake of our
the
listeners,
car.
I'm going to
Yeah,
move on
let's
now
do it, yeah.
because Dan's not getting it.
Yeah.
Well, basically, we're going to leave the studio tonight about 10 p.m. whilst we've educated Dan on where he's cocked this up big time.
I haven't cocked anything up. I'm just trying to say.
Has he cocked it up?
Yeah.
Mate.
Yeah, in a respectful manner.
I've loved having a guest
He knows
today.
a lot about running and
Yeah.
the scientific mind, but
Stay in that
can't
lane.
comprehend the basic.
Stay in that lane.
Get called out a lot.
I was going to basically make a point about the fact that the 1 second was obviously that's really satisfying. Take your record
it is,
back
isn't
with
it?
1
Yeah.
second. Love it. But she was on a bit of a weird journey before that. I don't know if you know.
Yeah.
So she had surgery. There was rumours of retirement, and it's like this sort of ultimate comeback to come and take the record.
Because I didn't even know she was, like, going to do it.
Well, that's the thing.
Normally, like, she's
Yeah.
quite like, I'm going to be at Valencia. Normally, they say.
Quite
don't
public,
they?
yeah.
But that's the best part about this story, I think. But it was a good.
So under the radar.
Yeah, it's a
Because the
good-
last time I saw was on her Instagram. She was like, there was like snow on the track. She was like shoveling snow.
Yes, I saw
Okay.
that.
I
don't know where she was.
Yeah.
So it couldn't have been Valencia.
no.
No, she certainly no, and that was about a week ago. Honestly, I didn't know whether she was in Scotland or whether it was just away.
She was on the
somewhere.
I saw she was running on the treadmill, and she said something about how it wasn't ideal that she did a pre-race session on the treadmill, considering she's racing a 10K on the roads. But evidently, it didn't impact her that much.
No, she's around pretty
Still,
fast.
chasing the barn.
Just
by
that
the point.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Just that good.
yeah.
she is good. She is like.
Oh
really
yeah,
good,
I mean,
Well-
she's a European record holder, isn't she?
Yeah, she's
not
pretty
bad.
good.
She's,
Yeah, not
she's
bad.
doing all right, I'd
Yeah.
say.
Not bad. Not bad.
I was just going to ask you then, James, if you've ever had any kind of setback. So obviously surgery is quite serious, but any type of setback in your career so far?
No, touch wood, nothing serious. I've had a few. Like I remember I did inter-counties one year, like the cross country. As I think it might have been under 17 maybe. And I pulled my hamstring in the first straight, which was for me like the be all and end all. Like I was on the floor, couldn't obviously move. And I was a kid, so I probably
Quite
exaggerated
scary, I
it
suspect.
quite- Yeah, it was, and I got trampled over. 'cause
And I was a
towards
kid.
the-
This was 4 years ago.
Maybe, yeah. Well, I was 17.
Yeah, I
maybe
know.
I was probably 15, which is a child.
It's not his fault, Grand Dan.
Yeah,
is
and I'm
it?
quite small as it is, so I was probably even
Quite
small.
small.
I was probably half the size I am.
This is
Yeah,
like
I
your
was,
chip time
vulnerable.
argument. Because I'm small, I'm younger.
Dan, in the comments,
He
you're
needs to
going
let, yeah, he will. God, he's going to lose
Rinsed.
half his coaching cohort. After this. Well, I'm gonna let this guy coach. Yeah.
I can't. This guy doesn't stand gun time. He
yeah.
can't coach me again.
But no, so I did that, and then actually 2 years before, so obviously Valencia was last week. I raced it the year before, and then the year before that. So what's that? 2024. I flew out to Valencia. Didn't race. I injured myself over Christmas. I got like a kind of sciatic nerve pain in my glute, which was we couldn't get to the bottom of it. I got it on a run one day and stupidly finished the run. It was a long run, and it started hurting about mile 9, and I ended up just finishing off my long run because I was about 4 miles home.
Do you feel like you've got any? Because you're still young.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you get any like growing pains,
No,
etc.?
what I do get
mythical
from when
things?
I used to play football is groin pain quite a lot. And my dad used to get it,
right, okay.
so I don't know if there's any kind of correlation there. But I used to play football, and obviously because football's kind of so side to side, whereas running's just lateral.
Yes.
My groins, can't take it. So if I tried to play football now. Like I've had kind of 5-a-side knockabouts at uni, and I've woke up the next day feeling
In
like
agony.
a 70-year-old man. Yeah. So pulled my groin a few times, but
Nothing serious.
no, nothing serious. No, which is I've probably got it all to come, haven't I? So
And I hope that
start
continues
training
for you,
properly.
mate.
Yeah, hopefully.
Like
hopefully
you know,
make it
no one wants a played
smooth
career.
sailing,
Get
but
in the
yeah,
gym.
exactly.
Get in the gym, get strong.
Yeah.
I haven't had many injuries myself, but you know, I haven't put myself in the positions you have, James. So it's not really
No,
the same.
I mean, it's maybe it's all kind of training volume, isn't it?
Yeah.
As I
Yeah,
probably,
of
if I
course
was
it
to
is.
all of a sudden increase, it's all relative as
Yeah.
well. If you've been doing 10 miles a week and you start doing 20 miles a week, you're probably going to pick up.
Of course you are.
Like if I'm jumping from 60 miles a week to 80 miles a week, that's probably when I'll start.
But like the speeds, because you're still
I
staying
think
short.
Yeah, maybe.
Like it's hard. Like it's
maybe.
hard on the body.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Like
Like
yours is-
I have to do a lot.
Yeah.
I'll be when in kind of track season, we'll spend up even at kind of whilst we're still young, we'll still be warming up doing drills for about 40 minutes before, just to kind of get the muscles kind of a bit more elastic, a bit more warmed up, because
You need that, though.
yeah,
don't you?
if you're trying to run like 25-second 200 meters, do you know what I mean? Off the mark, you could easily pull a hamstring. And I've seen it. I've seen people at the track at the uni track just almost pop like that.
It's heartbreaking though, isn't it?
So. Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
watch
yeah.
them and you're like, oh.
You can see it go. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
It's
But that's how it's like. Oh,
it's the reality. Yeah,
Let's look at the draw.
I've
It is,
seen.
innit? It
I've
is.
watched those brilliant documentaries on Netflix about the sprinters
yes, yeah,
and
yeah,
the
yeah.
warm-ups they do
Oh,
to
it's
run 10
ridiculous.
seconds.
Yeah.
But
It's
you
crazy.
get it
It's
right.
crazy.
You almost have to, don't you? Yeah.
They're like a rocket
Yeah.
exploding.
Exploding out the
So if
blocks,
you
yeah.
don't, you're just going to
Yeah.
blow a hammy
Yeah,
immediately.
yeah.
aren't
Yeah.
you? So
You see it so often, don't you? And people hobbling over the line and
scary.
Yeah.
So no
'Cause
precaution is important.
They also don't just like tweak something.
Oh,
Like
no.
an endurance athlete
Yeah,
might,
yeah,
by
yeah.
like, I don't know, landing foot.
landing funny.
Yeah.
It's
This
pure
is like ripping it
tears,
apart.
yeah.
Yeah, this is like
the force you're putting through each,
Yeah.
like, you know, like if you are 100 meters and stuff.
Yeah,
like, the
'cause
force
even
putting
you're-
through,
you
don't
know,
just
we're
get a little
saying,
twinge.
yeah, we're saying how short, like 800 meters, still endurance.
Yeah,
though.
that's what I mean.
Still
Yeah, you're not
endurance.
You
kind
need to be
of-
aerobic for it, don't
Yeah,
you?
it's still got to be
Yeah,
aerobic.
you're probably putting half the power out
Yeah.
of the people who are doing the 100 and 200, you know what I mean? Out the blocks as well, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Off air, obviously, before the show, I did allude to the fact that I'm going to take you both through a little bit of a quiz. It's kind of like a
Yes.
Ask the Coach tradition. It's been
Cool.
building. But before we do that, I just want to, my sort of final question for you is, what's the bigger picture now? So what's the kind of short-term stuff you're doing? And then what's the long-term goal? Because you're still young, so the career ahead of you.
Good question. So I'm in my penultimate year of university.
Okay.
So I've kind of got 2 more years left at uni to kind of give it a full crack, see where I can get. We've probably mentioned it before, like unless you're at the very, very top of the sport, like you can't
not
really
an
sustain a
income.
career.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I think it might. Who
You know,
knows? But it
become
will
an
always probably
influencer.
be a hobby. Oh yeah.
It's, as Dan would call it, an expensive hobby.
With
You ever saw me in
your
a hydrate? Yeah.
with your Instagram presence, one poster, millennial.
Yeah, I could probably do some work on that if I want to market
I did
myself.
double check. Is this the right guy? Like, is this
Yeah, no, I need to take it.
Sorry, this is
Oh,
the
mate,
right.
like a,
It's getting the work. Just get the work done.
Yeah.
Forget Instagram.
you
forget
say that, but there are people who are much slower than me who are being paid
Doesn't matter.
a fair lot more.
Take
yeah.
Instagram or get
From-
away. What have they got? They haven't got.
Yeah, of
But
course.
from
Yeah.
today, let's take today as the starting point that you start your Instagram
Runfluencer.
career.
No,
Yeah.
keep
Yeah.
concentrating on the work, mate.
You say runfluencer?
Runfluencer, yeah, running influencer.
Yeah, but, okay,
the kids in it.
or just influencer.
Yeah, or
Runfluencer.
runfluencer. No,
Run is that a thing? Can you call
I've
it
heard, yeah,
runfluencer?
Yeah.
I'd say it sounds like a thing. Unless you-
I'm
sure James hasn't just
down
made
with
Not
this
an
up.
you boys aren't
affluencer.
down with the kids, are you?
I'm
Yeah.
with that,
Runfluencer,
Run-
running
Run-
influencer,
running-
Put the two together.
I didn't need to be patronised, James. I did get running and influencer, but
Okay, right. just to clarify, I wasn't
Just to be
yeah,
clear.
okay, yeah.
that's not very
A lot
nice.
of clarifications on this podcast.
Yeah, there are, aren't
today.
there? Yeah. Shit
I'm
time
just,
again,
basically,
something.
every time you guys insult me, I'm just going to cut it out anyway.
Yeah,
so
nice, cool. Yeah.
No one's going to see
I'm
it.
the host. Yeah, nice.
That's not how this works. Don't worry.
But no, yeah, bigger picture. Yeah, got 2 years left at uni, so gonna kind of whilst you're at uni, you can train like a full-time athlete. So I'm kind of gonna give it a crack. I'm going to altitude I'm going at the end of March, so
Okay.
going away for about a month in the mountains, seeing if I can get a few extra blood cells, get a bit fitter. As Dan mentioned, this in terms of short term, we've got the Worlds at the end of the year. I'll probably try and get an elite spot. Again, I've got to hit criteria. I'm going to try and put myself in a position to hit criteria, and then I've got the run time, so that's fine. I just need to get it done at probably British champs. So who knows what will happen there, and then it's out my hands. It goes down to selectors. So that's the kind of plan short term, and then longer term, just I enjoy the sport, so I'll just probably keep kind of chipping away whilst I'm working, and then see where it ends up. I'd like to be like a good quality like working man, if that makes sense. Like I'd like to, you see these runners who are like kind of, sub 14 5K runners whilst being a PE teacher or something. That kind of. Yeah, you're
it's an interesting ambition, that is. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying I'm going to be somewhat realistic. I'd love to go to the Olympics. Do you know what I mean? Like everybody would, but you've got to put it into kind of proportion.
You're 21.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. It's like heartbreaking in a way, but it's
the reality of it.
What would you say, Dan? What would you think? Knowing what you know about James, how realistic is?
He's probably got a better career in duathlon.
Yeah,
you could probably make some money out of it.
Definitely. Yeah, of course, but
because if you can run 14 minutes in the first 5K, it's like you're in the front pack.
Yeah, you're in the front pack, and then you don't have to be really that good. You can just have to hug a wheel, push it.
You got to be a decent cyclist,
but hug a wheel, which I'm quite good at.
That's probably his best avenue if he wants to earn money.
Yeah, but even then, like the money I'd be earning then,
you couldn't support.
I may as well go and work at Tesco. Do you know what I mean?
No slight at Tesco.
No, of course, no.
There are other supermarkets.
No, of course,
also pay terribly.
Yeah, absolutely. But the point being, you're done there probably not much over minimum wage, so you've got to trade off what you like as a hobby and then the lifestyle you're.
James can't really swim that well, so
he calls a lot of people out for swimming. Is he good?
That's the one thing. Yeah, he's better. I can swim. I gave up as a kid.
He can.
I don't regret it. I can swim.
I've seen him swim,
but
I've
got no interest in triathlon. Yeah. So
he says this, but I bet you when he's 30,
he'll be
on the Ironman start line.
Oh yeah. Well, when I kind of realised I'm not going to earn anything in triathlon, then I'll move to triathlon. Just a few more pennies there.
Yeah. Quit his job. Become a pro. Start his Instagram account finally.
Just become controversial on Instagram, mate. That's a good career.
It is, isn't it? That's how they knock about nowadays.
Dan could give you some tips if you want to be controversial. Go back to our drug testing episode. Yeah,
that's not controversial. It's a good topic.
You
talking about that? Mr. Dearden did well, didn't he? 222.
Was it 22?
222, yeah.
Was it something like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not sub 220 for you though.
Not the sub 220, but he still did very well.
Very good.
Very good. Very good.
We'll talk about that. Shall we on another episode?
Yeah, sounds good.
Go for any day. Yeah. There's lots to talk about, and Dan likes to insult him. So.
I quite like him just for clarity.
I do as well.
So
I've not insulted him.
Speaking of,
you've changed.
Yeah, so
I never said speaking of joggy. I said
it's funny enough. He brought it up on topic, didn't he? No.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to emphasise. I'm going to zoom into Dan's face.
I feel like this
he said that. Yeah.
Well, I'm getting ganged up on here.
It's like
from that.
I like that I've been included in the young side of it. So, as I say, in true Ask the Coach tradition, we do a little bit of a quiz. Normally, because Dan's shit at it, and it's
I'm so bad.
And then comedy for the.
But it's not something you have to be super knowledgeable to get. It's like guessing stuff.
Yeah,
and all of our listeners love it. So
cool.
First question is, do you want to have a stab at how many racers were listed to start at Valencia this year? Every year's a record. So this year, how many racers?
I'm going to say 16,050.
I've got no idea, so I'm going to base mine off Dan's guess.
Good way to do it.
And say 15,000, because then I get anything that's under that. And I can't imagine there's close to 20. So
to be fair, it's actually, there's not an official number, but it was an estimated 16,000.
Oh,
so bang on.
Yeah, you knew that before. You said that earlier.
Don't say
Yeah,
but I watched the 10K and they said there's about 16,000.
Yeah. I couldn't get the exact number.
16, wow.
That's it. In terms of participation, so we've talked about before on the cross country last week, actually, there's a difference in scoring systems we think is born out of how many people take part.
Yeah.
But participation numbers were up again in Valencia for women. Which is more like a celebration moment.
Yeah,
but you can have a little stab at this, right? So there was a 5 and a 10K.
Yes.
In the 10K.
There was a 5K.
Yeah, my brother did the 5K.
Did not know that.
So shout out my brother. Yeah.
Next question is, was there a 5K?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I didn't know it was 5K either, by the way. So, uptick in women. I'll give you... Oh, no, I won't give you anything, actually. You can guess. So...
In total, 5 and 10K
percentage,
out of the 16,000.
No, they're separate. So 10K and 5K are different uplifts. The 5K dwarfs...
The 5K, would be massive relative to the...
Yeah.
Okay. So in total, how many were in both?
Percentage increase.
Oh, percentage
increase.
increase.
Oh gosh.
I'm going to support the women and say 45.
No, I wouldn't go that high. I'd probably go about 30%.
So in the 5K,
the 5K would be about 60%.
59%.
Yeah.
And in the 10K, it was 35%. What a massive uptick for women, though.
Oh yeah,
it's big,
yeah.
Going to get overtaken by more women, Dan, next year.
One more.
That's it. So we know there's 16,000 starters.
Yes.
How many finished it? So there's loads of DNFers, right? If you're going to go for it.
Do we know was that 16,000 projected start or 16,000 did start?
Did start.
Okay.
And then finishers.
I reckon 14,000.
Yeah, you don't get. It's a 10K. You can't have. Yeah. If you're dropping out of 10K, unless you're injured and got a valid, you can't just go out too high. It's not like a marathon or even a half. Of the 16,000,
I'm going to say 14,239.
Okay.
Very specific. Let's go for 14,688.
It was 14,000.
Yes.
134.
I seen it online the other day.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Well, you still got it wrong.
Yeah.
You still got it wrong.
Whereas I have to go a stab at the
I've
dark.
got a photographic memory. Yeah, you based it on my guess.
Yeah. Well, you said you saw it online, so I was kind of thinking that you had. Yeah, I was like,
you knew.
It was a specific guess. You couldn't have just plucked that out of nowhere.
We've already talked about the how many records were broken, but do you know what time you'd have to run to get into the top 100 at Valencia?
That's a good question.
My friend actually
Was
one of my best mate at uni came
100th. So this is going to be a good test if I got this right.
No, he didn't. No, maybe it was a bit higher. You'd have. I think you'd have had.
It's going to be fast.
Go for it. Have a guess.
Because I watched it online.
100. Yeah.
So, like, what's the slowest number? What was
so
the
what-
slowest? So,
what time
who finished 100?
Position
basically?
100th run.
Yeah. So what time would you have to get to be in the top 100?
I watched it. I
Yeah.
watched it back.
I think-
and honestly, after the first three
was
came in,
ridiculous.
and then
mate.
it was like
A machine.
it's just
Well,
like
I know.
I'm gonna say
I'm going to let you get because I've got a number in my head.
28,
Yes.
51.
No, I think it's quicker. I think 28, 24.
So it is sub 29. You have to. That's what the answer is. So you could 29.
I did think it was going to be
28
29.
28
I thought
28.50 something would have got you in.
Yeah,
it
okay.
would have. Okay, God, I thought it was. So my mate from uni came in the top 100. So
Fair
What
play.
a hero.
kudos.
Yeah.
Who's that? Should we give him a shout?
Yeah, Finn Profit.
Finn Profit.
Yeah,
Well done,
shout out.
Finn.
28,
Come on the podcast, mate.
28.36. I think. It
Faster
was,
than James. We're getting
much quicker. Yeah,
What we're
well, he ran
trying-
at European Cross as well. So
Oh, did he
yeah,
really?
he's a very
Fair
good
play.
runner.
We'll
yeah.
try and level up every week. So
someone faster.
until we
Not a
get
hard task.
until we get Elliot in here. Okay, so top 500 then. So if you think about, say we're going to call it sub 29, right? So sub 29 gets you top 100. What gets you top 500?
How did I go?
Yeah, I mean, where did you come?
I think I was going into the race. I was number 629. My big
Based
number.
on but that's only prediction.
Prediction or my PB. Yeah. I'm gonna say 31:15.
I reckon it's quicker. I reckon.
Maybe.
Do you know we've?
No,
I was going to say.
Well, I knew I could just see about 400 people ahead of me when I crossed the line.
499
yeah,
people.
I was the 500th person.
I reckon 30, 50.
It's 31:40.
Cool.
Oh, but
I was okay.
I mean, I say a bit slower,
Yeah.
but it's not
That's
like
unreal.
ridiculous. Yeah,
the problem is when you predict something. Yeah. 31:40.
Yeah.
And
I might have an outside chance at that one day.
Well, what is your... I did a
day.
bit of research because I
One
think
day.
you're 32, 33, something like that.
32, yeah.
Right.
32 what?
Don't know. I can't
56.
remember. 50
Yeah.
59.
Yeah,
So
33.
I did the research on a 32.59.
Got Borton in a few weeks.
I did the research for you, Daniel. on a 32.59,
Oh yeah,
that would have got you 769th.
that's still impressive out of 16,000 people.
Yeah.
I think so. Well,
Yeah,
done.
oh, mate,
That's
percentage-wise.
Should we give you like a
1%?
virtual round of applause for that?
Yeah, well, no, because I'd be faster.
I need it based on 4 meter, probably around 34
I'd follow.
minutes.
I'd follow
on,
James and wait for him to blow up.
Yeah.
It didn't happen for a
it's
bloody
true.
change. Yeah.
True. I'll be like, it's negative.
Yeah, where is he? Where is he? He's get to 7k and he's across the finish line.
This podcast is now proudly sponsored by Crew Barbers on Trinity Street in Worcester, opposite the cabin. It's your Worcester runner-friendly barbershop. The owner himself is an avid runner, and the entire team produce brilliant cuts. Both Dan and myself have used the team for years and highly recommend. Book via Booksy today and give him a follow on Instagram. Okay, so back to the main man then. Almgren? Am I getting that right? Almgren?
Close enough.
Yeah.
Andreas Almgren.
Yeah,
That's right.
Andreas Almgren.
So he was the men's winner.
Yes.
Do you know who the women's winner was?
Oh, I saw her. I just have no idea on her name.
Okay.
It was like Kenyan.
I think so.
Yeah,
I have to double check that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I just,
Pretty sure it said.
I just know I've had no
Yeah,
idea on her name.
I remember
Not a clue.
seeing her.
I can
but-
describe her.
Yeah, let's
Let's avoid that, yeah.
Let's just.
Let's not get ourselves in trouble, Dan.
I'm gonna. Is it what is our job to guess?
Nah,
the name?
just I'll give you the name. It's fine.
Agnes something.
Yeah, no, it's Brenda
Oh,
Chepchurcher.
Church.
Yeah, you got it?
Yeah. I have
How far away? How far away from the world record was she?
I don't know.
It wasn't as.
I can give you the
she was
time.
29.
Yeah, what was the time?
29:25.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
about
That's
30
not-
seconds.
Yeah,
it's
it's not-
ridiculous. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Bonus point though, for if you can guess how old Brenda is.
Ooh.
All right, she's either going to be about 21 or she's going to be 38.
He knows my style. Right,
No,
so
she is. Well,
Andreas
said that
though,
if she was,
but compared to Andreas, that's how old Andreas is.
No.
Yeah,
Late 20s.
I'm going to say like 30.
He's bang on 30.
Yeah.
I think he's got a June birthday, so 31 this year. So, yeah, guess her age then. I've made obviously there's a relevancy to this, so you're on the money. It's kind of high or low, isn't it?
Yeah.
She's not just a random age.
Well, do you want to go high or do you want to go low?
I'm going to go high. I'm going to say 34.
34. Okay.
I'm going to say 19.
Brenda is the ripe old age of 20.
Yeah, crazy.
God,
Yeah, I knew that was
20.
coming. It's crazy.
What? I was doing double vodka Red Bull at 20.
Yeah.
I'm not doing 29,
29,
25.
it's
Do you know what
ridiculous,
I
isn't it?
mean?
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's a different
It's
life we were
crazy.
living.
Yeah.
Brenda girl.
20.
How did you do it?
She's got her A levels tomorrow and she's just around 29.
Yeah.
Mad. That's
Um,
great. A levels. You don't need A levels.
Yeah.
and then
29 minutes.
I've got a final question. This is like, you know, on your advent calendar at Christmas, like
The big one.
door
Door
25.
Nice.
No, what, 20?
24.
20
Yeah, get 25 and an advent.
If you're a fat bastard, you get a 25.
Somebody do.
my
so-
parents have been starving me then for
Oh,
years.
mate.
I've only,
M&S this year, I've got their advent
are you
calendar.
sure it's 25?
100%.
I don't know. He might be wrong
Because
on
it's the
that.
countdown to Christmas. I don't know why you take one.
Nah, they do sometimes have a bigger one.
Maybe.
They
No,
do.
I get the cheap ones from
I think
Tesco.
because
They can only
you're
afford
21, James,
24.
you haven't
He
seen
still
how
gets-
many years of inflation
Yeah,
we've had,
yeah,
right?
true.
It used stuff
Mate,
used to be good.
Mate,
We used to get to 30 days.
We started in November.
New Year, yeah.
yeah.
we had like pictures. We didn't even have
Yeah.
chocolate back in the day.
So I'm not joking. I'm going to get a picture of it and I'm going to put it on the screen for everyone watching the show today.
I'll take your word for it.
No, door
yeah.
25 was a whole packet of massive buttons.
Yeah, that's cool.
Pretty
Yeah.
gangster that was.
Amazing. And how
Yeah.
much was that advent calendar?
Oh, at least tenner.
How much of those
And the
buttons?
rest, yeah.
Well, the buttons
A
are a small
pound.
mortgage as well, to be fair. But you shopped in M&S.
Yeah.
Other supermarkets are
So this
expensive.
is door 25 question. then.
Door 25 question. I don't know if you'll get this. Okay, so
I haven't got any of them so far.
Well,
so
and-
maybe not.
you had a couple of
Yeah.
good
I've
goes.
done all right.
I got Brenda.
Yeah, you
Somewhat,
actually don't know what
somewhat.
actually. What's going
Yeah, but
on?
you said you knew them all before.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
geeking
you've
out.
prepped him, haven't you? I'm the guest and I haven't been prepped. And Dan's,
He was early to the studio today
Yeah.
as well. I don't know what's going
That's
on.
why he's done his homework.
Okay, so Andreas got the record,
Getting so
the European
much
record, as
Yes.
you well know. He also got another record. Do you know what the record was?
Oh, this is big.
He got
What could, it,
another one.
what could it be? What could it be?
If either of you get this,
Do we not get it?
I'll be really impressed.
Is it to do with his, like,
Is it still running?
yeah.
It's to do with running.
Okay.
I'm going to say.
Well, he back-to-backed the race. Was he the first person to do that?
That's not necessarily a record, as far as I understand.
Yeah, but he did.
Which it kind of is a record.
But maybe it's a solid record. Whether it's a new record, I'm not sure.
Well, it's not this one.
It's
He
not
he
my
must
question.
have been the fastest person to the airport because he was there when I got there for my
Yeah.
flight, which is probably a record.
Yeah, that's one of this. Yeah,
way.
not my bonus point I'm after today.
Send me the check in the post.
This is a.
Can we get a hint in some
If
regard?
you've got no clue, I'll give you a hint.
Yeah, give us a clue.
So this is more of a record that impresses your friends.
Oh, I got it.
Go
I
for
reckon
it.
I got it. I reckon you got the most Strava comms.
Oh, it's close.
Kudos.
No, it's close though.
Maybe what is it like?
It's a good clue. It's a good clue.
Yeah,
Isn't
it was
it?
a
You
good
both
clue.
straight on
Yeah.
it.
Clue. We're like, what is it? Completely useless.
Yeah.
Have you seen that Instagram reel where that guy's like, what your friends think when you're on the internet?
Oh yeah. Oh mate, just saying you've done a 10-mile run. Bloody hell, mate, that's mega.
At that pace.
Hello, mate. You alright? Yeah, not too bad. I just see that run you posted on Strava. Unbelievable. Is that how quick you run a 10k? Mad. Yeah.
It's so good.
I just wanted to take a minute to say, bloody
Well
hell,
done.
So if we're on temperature, you're very warm.
It's going to be.
I'm just trying to think about what else there could be.
Yeah,
But you're very
it's going to
warm.
be something to do with kind of the Strava reach because he's not going to have got the most likes on an Instagram.
No,
do you know what I mean? Obviously,
no. He broke the course record. I don't know. Well, he obviously broke the course record, didn't he? So I don't know.
If you want to tap out, guys, I'll give you
Yeah,
a
I
hint.
don't know.
Yeah, we'll be here
Go on.
all day.
It's the fastest 10k ever uploaded to Strava.
Is it?
Oh.
Because I'm
That's
pretty
cool.
sure Chepter guy's 10k world record was.
Didn't
it was
go on Strava.
It was on a. Do
Really?
you want me to?
I do want the receipts. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
we
see,
do
do
like
we?
receipts. Someone called us out about Alex G, and he was giving us a lot of hate on
Yeah.
Instagram on.
But just remember that I am
YouTube.
hosting this podcast
Yeah,
today.
so this is
James.
going to get cut out whether I. It
It
might have been his.
This is the unofficial record from Strava.
It was,
They've
his,
find
it, was,
it.
it was his 5k. It's his 12.
Oh, well
I'm
done,
leaving
Brad.
it. I'm leaving it in now.
Well done, Brad. Well done.
So it's the unofficial record from Strava, which is the fastest uploaded.
But we
10K.
know the fastest 5k that's ever been uploaded.
There you
as
go.
well.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
we are.
There's
So
another record.
I get a half a point.
I will give you 0.25 on the
it.
point scale. I think that Dan won that quiz.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Put in like a little noise.
I'll put in a sarcastic. I might just leave that in. Did you enjoy the quiz?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Chris.
Somewhat. I didn't do very well, did I? But
We enjoyed
we've
your
done
company,
something.
though.
Yeah.
And
Thanks for having me on, both.
we would have you on
Pleasure.
any time.
Next time you set a PB.
Yeah.
You do have to get a bit faster, though. for
Yeah,
next
I was
time.
going to say.
It's a bit embarrassing,
yeah,
really, James.
it's
If
not
you
that-
could,
not that impressive,
if you
is
just
it?
work
Yeah.
on it a little bit
Well,
between now and
considering
then.
a 20-year-old female ran quicker than me, I'm not even the best for my age group in my
That's point.
both.
That's
yeah.
point. So
Did you come top 500? No, we.
Yeah,
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 you
yeah,
did.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good.
there we go.
Yeah.
Well, my number was 629, so I outperformed my projected.
And that is very important.
Yeah, because a lot of the time I put myself in the fastest wave and get my
Sub
ass
30
kicked, so-
next.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, well, we'll go back to Valencia next year. I'll have to. Won't I?
I think
I'm not
so.
getting it. Yeah, I do
Year on year
Telford. Yeah,
improvement.
unless Worcester
10K.
Worcester 10k suddenly gets a lot quicker and a lot faster.
It's about
yeah,
30 seconds at least
yeah, probably
slower.
45. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
'Cause
got
of
to
the
probably be
elevation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I won't.
It's
be
quite
living-
flat.
It's quite flat, but the ups take it out of you and you can't recover.
It's a bit twisty and turny.
It's
You
a
run over a
twist and
bridge.
turns.
And
Yeah.
there's pedestrians on
Yeah.
the course.
There are, yeah.
I've nearly taken someone out with
Yeah.
some shopping bags.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on
They
here?
really don't
Stop
want
for no one,
stop,
yeah.
do they?
You don't go to Worcester 10k to run a European record or something. So there's
Well-
probably a reason for that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the.
I
Yeah.
got
We'll save it for Valencia.
my
yeah,
PB
maybe.
was at Worcester, by the way.
So
I know
you'd have
Charlie's
run
not there.
an extra minute on Valencia.
Yeah.
There we are. We'll get you out.
So I would have got a minute quicker at Valencia.
Yeah.
Sub 40, mate.
Sub 40.
Let's
That's
go.
where you got
It's
to
all
go. Valencia it
hypothetical.
is
There you
next
go.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flight to Valencia.
If I could just not
Maybe
get
we
ill
do
now.
a live podcast out there if we all go next year.
Live podcast in
There we
Valencia
are.
next
Or
year.
La Senora this week. I don't know. I went from English to like football manager then really quickly, didn't I? I don't know how I did that.
Emre.
Derek Ray on
Joey
commentary.
Barton in it. I'm going
Yeah.
to put the clip of Joey Barton.
All everybody speak about is this tackle. Nobody speaks about
What a nice way to end the show, just taking the mick out of all football managers.
Yeah.
But honestly, thanks for coming on, mate.
No, hey, pleasure.
No,
Nobody
appreciate your time.
brings hate onto the show.
It's not a hate, but I'm the clip. Have you seen Barton?
I've seen it.
It's embarrassing.
I'm going to do my impression.
I don't think this podcast should ever reference Joey Barton for anything.
We'll make this the last ever time. And on that note, we'll end the show. Thanks very much, guys.
Thanks
Thanks for your
everyone.
time. Cheers, guys.
Bye.
See you again.